Welcome to another episode of Void City Reviews. I am Toast.
I am Dan.
And today we're looking at the McFarlane Toys Harley Quinn. This is from the Birds of Prey movie. And is this the same toy that was shown much earlier on the back of the box that didn't get released?
That is what my question is.
Okay.
It is the same Harley Quinn in the same costume.
So we do now have a movie Harley Quinn.
Yes. Although we already had the movie Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad.
Yes. Different movie.
But now we have a previous movie.
I was thinking about animated, and I'm like, nope, I'm gonna throw a disclaimer. No, didn't.
Nope.
We're gonna talk about this.
Yes, we are here to talk about Harley Quinn from Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
And her
egg sandwich. Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, they had to include the egg sandwich.
You say that. But so this,
they wanted me to believe it was very important to the movie.
Most of the toys, I think Figure Arts also did this, or Moffax, somebody else did this same outfit. This is not her best outfit.
No.
And I don't understand why toy companies chose this rather than going with one of the cooler looking outfits.
I'd imagine it had something to do with the order of which they released promotional shots of what she was wearing, and this is the first outfit they showed her wearing in the movie because it's the first scenes they filmed in the movie that people saw.
Maybe.
So of the promotional footage and shots they released before anything else, this was the first glimpses we saw of her in any costume in the movie along with the clear jacket, which is why everyone cosplayed it that year. And that's probably why they wanted to make the figure of it, because that's all they had at the time.
But
they
she has cooler
done.
outfits.
She does,
and
pretty
I
much
hope,
all of them.
Now, people have largely moved on from this movie.
Yeah.
But I do hope that we get other outfits.
I do.
What are you talking about?
What are we talking about? Harley Quinn from Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey.
Yes.
Also comes with a card.
It does. They come with a card.
No,
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I don't understand the continued addition of the card. The cardstock gets thinner and thinner and thinner. These things are basically just like a laminated index card at this point. Like, it's not even like a thick card like they used to be. And it's just a photo of the action figure.
It's a photo of the action.
Like, if I wanted to see that, I would just look at the action figure, not a tiny, kind of slightly blurry, not even that well printed photo of it.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't understand why they don't use either a photo of Margot Robbie. Why isn't there just a photo of her in this costume, like the promotional image that I'm talking about that they released of this costume? Why isn't that this picture? They used to do that,
right.
And I don't know if it's just it's cheaper to do this, or
but then
what.
they've also got her in what looks like a prison background setting.
Yeah,
and it's not well framed. There's nothing good about this card.
And prison had nothing to do with her in that movie, really. So
no.
Yeah, I don't get the point of the cards anymore at this point. If it's not going to be art from the comic that it came from, or a photo of the actual person from the movie or cartoon or whatever that it's based on, and it's just a picture of the figure, I mean, if I wanted that, I'll just cut out the back of the box. It's already a rectangle. It's real easy.
Eater of egg sandwiches.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have this much, like, at least fill the space with the bio.
Yeah, I love it. It's always like one sentence. Like, yeah, I don't get the cards. And give me another accessory. Give me like a toy gun. Oh wait, we can't do that anymore. By the way, quick tangent. Did you notice one of the accessories the new Red Hood figure comes with for the? Yeah, he comes with finger guns.
Mm-hmm.
Really? That has to be McFarlane saying, "F you, Warner Brothers."
And then
Here's your guns.
On his back, he's got clips.
So there's clips for him.
Clips for guns that he doesn't have. But Harley comes with a really well sculpted and painted.
Yeah, it's like
egg sandwich.
Fully painted, crust, bread, egg whites, foil. That's better painted than almost any other accessory of any McFarlane DC action figure.
It's really well done.
That and her hammer, too. The hammer has so much detail on it. There are a lot of things to like about this figure, regardless of if it had that clear jacket or not. I mean, even if you like this outfit or if you hate it, you kind of have to admit that a lot of detail went into this figure.
They're slightly bent, but
yeah. I don't think I've ever gotten a Harley Quinn hammer from McFarlane that wasn't bent like that, so little heat up a cup of water in a mug for about 2.5 minutes in your microwave. Dip that in there.
There's so much in this. It almost looks like cork.
Yeah.
There's a lot of texture. Really well painted.
The smiley face on the other side. The design.
Not as much on the shaft or handle, but it's a good hammer. So taking a closer look at her, we've got these great skates.
Yeah, the skates are pretty awesome. Built in a little kind of hole on the bottom there so you can still stand her on the stand.
Did you have a problem with the ankles on this one? I thought you were originally talking about...
Oh, so as far as just standing her up on her stand right out of the box, worked fine. Thankfully, her pegs for her ankles, and I've noticed this a lot on any figure that seems to have like a metallic color, particularly if it's gold. I don't know if it's just because of the paint or what, there's some kind of seal on there or whatever it is. But both of her ankles don't swivel left or right now. I'm gonna have to heat those up. They're both just kind of locked up right now. It almost feels like it's paint that set and dried.
That could be.
Just with all this gold. Either way, she still stands up on the stand and looks fine. And if I want to fix that, I'll just again get the mug of hot water in the microwave, dip her feet in there for 30 seconds, pull those out of there, and carefully manipulate them then because they'll be more pliable because of the hot water. But that should loosen them up, get them working again just fine, and be good to go.
As far as the overalls, there's a ton of sculpt on these as well. It's the diamond pattern all over.
Yeah, I really like that. It's pretty nice. I mean, it's a flat, just gold piece, but that sculpt really makes those diamonds pop.
Oh yeah.
It looks like sparkly, shiny. I think that there's just a lot of things, like I said, about this figure. Even if you don't like the outfit as a whole, just the way they recreated it here, they did a really good job.
And then neither of us noticed this in the movie, but there's these sort of suspenders on her shirt. Although, based on the way that the shirt's riding up in the back, I think those might be necessary.
I would guess that's either that or is that something... Yeah, is that holding her shirt down or is that for something under her shirt? I'll have to watch it again, I guess.
It up.
I don't know. Yeah. Or,
I don't know what's happening there, but they sculpted it and painted it. And let's take a closer look at these tattoos.
Yeah, I'd have to watch the movie again. I know after Suicide Squad, the first one, they did start to slowly but surely have some of her more Joker-themed tattoos either be altered or disappear entirely. In this one, she obviously still has the rotten on her face. In the new Suicide Squad movie, they took that off, so the new figure doesn't have that. But they do both have the checkered pattern, like on the wrist there. And I do believe they also both have the J with the woman with her back turned in the back of it there. And I thought she would have more on her other arm or on the rest of her. I'd have to, again, see the movie. I thought she had more tattoos than that. But...
She got some...
Those rings. Her necklace has all those details. It does have the dog tag that says Bruce, and that's actually sculpted on there, which is really cool. Which is just a fun little weird detail. I believe that was one of her hyenas. It was named Bruce. Had absolutely nothing to do with Batman. Just a coincidence, I do believe.
And then there is the hair sculpt.
Yeah, the hair, the part down the middle. It does have the really, really, really faded blue and pink on her pigtails, so it is still there. It's just, it's extremely faded. It almost looks like at this point like the Kool-Aid dye some girls would do sometimes if they had lighter color hair, just to have a temporary color in their hair.
I don't know how much this looks like Margot Robbie to me.
See, to me, I can see it in certain angles. I think, again, it's another case of the paint, and in particular for female action figures. I just find, especially, like I notice it with all the pro wrestling figures too, is that they can never get females' makeup right, like their beauty makeup or stage makeup or any kind of makeup that they're wearing. Like the lipstick's always wrong, it's not on the right places on their mouth. Their eyeshadow or mascara or anything like that or on their eyes is completely wrong, and that changes how the whole figure looks. So even if the sculpt is perfect, like there's no There's nothing on the cheeks. There's nothing there's nothing that actual actresses and female characters and in comics and in movies and whatnot, especially in this example, a movie, like none of the makeup is there.
Once again, she has standard McFarlane articulation. Legs, double jointed.
One thing to point out real quick about the skates, the wheels do not turn. It is just one piece, in case anyone was curious about that.
Double jointed elbows. I'm pretty sure I'm going to wait for this figure to go on sale and then get these bare arms for a different custom. It's one of the only bare arm McFarlane figures I've seen. So the shoulders do get up. It took some behind the camera arm strength, but I freed this one up.
That happens sometimes. I think that's in part that weird shoulder design and having that pin all the way through there, and just they get pretty tight sometimes.
It just seems like there's a ratchet in there, but there's not as much plastic as on, I guess, male figures, but
I could hear it ratcheting when you were bending it. That was...
Oh yeah. So standard McFarlane articulation. There's a torso joint as well. And if you really wanted, these straps are not glued or sculpted in place. So the straps are movable as well. And she can hold the sandwich,
which is quite important. I like it better than I thought it would. Yeah. I just think there's a lot of things to like about this figure, even if you don't like the movie.
I don't know their real world heights, but that does look pretty good.
Ben Affleck is 6'4",
and without skates, she would be much shorter.
And that is the thing to remember, that she does have giant skates on, so that does seem pretty appropriate.
Looks good.
About right. Well, that's going to do it for this Harley Quinn figure from McFarlane Toys. This, again, is from the Birds of Prey movie. Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn on roller skates with golden overalls and an egg sandwich. So we hope you enjoyed this review of this figure. Let us know in the comments if there's any thoughts you had on this or the movie or any of these figures in general. Like and subscribe as always, and until next time, I am Dan.
I'm Toast.
And this has been Void City Reviews. We will see you next time.